tonight we're gonna go ahead and install some parts. NRG Innovation steering wheel, quick release hub, and short hub by itself. This whole kit cost around 350 bucks. I got it from an authorized dealer on eBay. This is the reinforced leather with red stitching. Here's our NRG quick release hub, NRG Innovations. This is the Gen 2.0. It's nice and shiny. It does no justice on camera, but as you can see, that glint from the metal. It's pretty nice. And it is pretty hefty. You can see this wheel is bent, scratched, all sorts of bad stuff. And look how far away the hub is from the steering wheel. Not acceptable. That needs changed. In other words, everything that I bought came with the hardware that I needed to install it. So these screws will be coming out, and these screws, I believe, yes, so these screws are going to be going into the steering wheel. These would go into these holes. But, I mean, either way around, you could take these and put them in here, or these and put them in here. They look exactly the same, so that's why I really didn't care what order I just set them. Now here's the thing, I'm not going to be torquing these down or tightening them or loosening them from a snug fit as they are now with the impact wrench, as that will strip the threads, and actually I don't really care. So we're going to go ahead and do that anyways. So let's go ahead and find the bit that fits. Now that you got your steering wheel off, there's going to be a 19mm bolt on the inside. Stick your ratchet on it. So here's what I did. I actually ended up tightening this nut with the ratchet until the steering wheel clicked into basically anti-theft mode, where you can no longer, it's locked until you put the key in the ignition, turn this, and then release it. And that's what we're trying to avoid with the quick release. We're going to have basically interlock and quick release on here. So break that guy loose, spin her all the way off. So just be careful when you're pulling this thing off. Pull towards you. Show you guys how cheap this hub is. Look at all the metal flake. We got the hub off. That was, whew, that was quite a bit of work to get this little guy off of here. So I'm trying to figure out, they said that there's a screw right here that went in there that had a piece of metal or a bobby pin that touched the back of the hub that you would use to work the horn. So we're going to go ahead and figure out how to do that. My steering column apart, and I found a bolt that goes directly to the ground. So we just attached a little piece of speaker wire that I had laying around to it. We're going to bridge it over here to the original mounting point where you would plug something in or screw it in, and it would ground it out. So we're going to go ahead and try that, unless I see if this has power to it, if this actually leads to a ground. If this leads to a ground, this system is needed. Let's see if it's grounded. I don't hear anything. Let's try stripping the wire a little. Nope, nothing. So we have to get a screw to over there. Very official system. So we have this bolt that goes to a ground with speaker wire running across here to this paper clip that won't come off, held in by a steering wheel bolt with more wire to it. So this is connected to the horn down there, and when you ground it, it works. Okay, so I stand corrected. It took me a little bit to figure out how the wiring went, but this wire goes directly to the horn, mounted on here. This touches the hub. It goes up to the horn, and when you press the horn, it connects the two, goes back down, and it's grounded. So, create a circuit. So we have that hub installed. We can go ahead and tighten this thing up. Make sure it's decently tight, but not horribly too tight. I think that should be just about snug. Hey guys, so I have the hub hooked up. It's actually really nice and snug with this. I really like it. I'm wondering if this can get tightened down even more. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can. So guys, I tried tightening it up, and that's about as tight as it'll go. Definitely don't want to be snapping any bolts here, but it looks like the pink on the bolt kind of lines up with the spline. So I'm gonna call that a win, and I'm gonna leave this one where it is. Don't try to fix something if it's not broken. let's move on to the quick release. Coming around here to the quick release, let's go ahead and grab it. So, it's pretty self-explanatory. Take these two plugs back here, connect them to these plugs, boom, bolted on. That's wired up. So, as you can see, these go to two little gold contact points in there. Those two contact points go to these two contact points. That go to those two. That go to those two. That go to your steering wheel. So there you go. Completes the circuit. So, I don't know what that was. Okay, so all 6 bolts are, okay, so all 6 bolts are installed. Now it's just time to install a steering wheel onto this thing. Quick release, it does come with an Allen wrench. Just make sure you use that to tighten down all the bolts and not an impact gun. I do not use the impact gun for this because I do not want to break these bolts. See, just like that. They're really easy to strip. So just be real freaking careful with them. Just tighten them down just nice and snug. And let's go over here to my steering wheel real quick. Let's go ahead and pop this tag off of here. So, here it is. I like the look of it. So, here's my steering wheel. Got the 6 bolts on it. Let's go ahead and hook it up to the itself. Once again, pretty simple. You take these 6 bolts out. With the quick release, you have 1 male and 1 female plug. 1 male and 1 female. You connect each to its own and bolt it together, and then you put it on the quick release. Okay, guys, so I have the horn wired up to the quick release. Let's go ahead and bolt the steering wheel to the quick release. So, bolt it